Namaste. Namaste, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you on this special date, a portal of light. 2222222. I feel like I've been waiting all my life for this. Numbers are really important. It's the frequency of the brain and the heart, synchronicity of numbers. And I think many of you are like that. You're feeling the synchronicity. We are in alignment. This is a very special day. So the universe has arranged it so that we all identify ourselves with the calendar system where we feel this is a 222222. So that is a pillar of light, just like 1111. Now 2222, it's a super portal opening. So this is heart and brain opening to higher consciousness. So welcome everyone. If you're new to this channel, welcome. See, every Tuesday we meet here and we do this meditation for years, at least since 2012, at least 10 years, every Tuesday. It's like a clock, right? So we're into cycles in this channel and we're into awakening into oneness, meaning, what does that mean? It means we are all one. It doesn't matter what culture or background or what country we live in, what time zone we live in, what color of our skin we have. We are human beings. And we keep returning, just like the sun. The sun rises and then it sets again, isn't it? So no matter what we're doing, that's what happens. We are in the life cycle. So every Tuesday, we're into this. Some of you have followed me over the years, and some of you like finding this now. Wow, it's a sacred Tuesday. Why not? So it just happened to be on Tuesday. So when we saw that, the 222 happened to be on a Tuesday, well, we feel the synchronicity of the universe. We're very grateful to be here. I love being here today. So happy to say hello to many of you across the world. I saw on the chat many of you across the world. And I've been so blessed and fortunate to have met many of you on my journeys and traveling across the world, spreading this phenomenon, this fantastic phenomenon of awakening into oneness. And what do we need? We need to access grace. This is a power tool. Where do we get this power tool? Yes, we get it from inside here. So this channel is dedicated to that process of Narayana. This is the Sanskrit ancient technology, ancient wisdom that our teachers, or my teachers and many of you, Sri Aman, Sri Bhagwan, that are also initiated this meditations that you're going to take part of today. The Golden Age Consciousness Meditation is a meditation to usher us into this golden age, which is happening. Today happened to just be a big like portal opening. Let's all move in there. Who knows how long this portal will be open. Maybe it opens the whole year, but we step into it now. So this is the year of enlightenment. So my spiritual master, Sri Amma Bhagwan, they're the giver of enlightenment. How can that be possible? You know how it is? It's a sacred technology of consciousness. And it happens from inside. It's a neurobiological shift of the brain so that the brain starts listening to the heart, the intelligence of the heart. So the brain really likes that because the brain is a huge processing system that is just listening to what is going on in the heart. So if the heart is filled with hurts, bad experiences, relationship problems, hurts of all kinds, then that is the truth, right? That's the truth of the heart. And then the brain says, oh, okay. And the brain creates a picture of reality from the signals that are sent from our heart to our brain. So there we go, creating our picture of reality. So you have a relationship problem, you feel like, oh, I gotta divorce this guy, or I gotta get rid of this person, I get a new one. And then after a few months, the same kind of problem starts because we haven't solved the code. Like when you make a website, You have to have the right codes for it, and then it shows up like that. So it's the same with us. The codes are in the heart. So there is a presence, a sacred presence, like a super web designer that knows all the codes, that when we access that presence, yeah, we call it Antaryamin. Antaryamin is a Sanskrit word that means the indweller, the one that dwells within us. So, like the Sanskrit word Narayana, it's a sacred mantra, one of my favorites, one because it says everything. You really don't need to understand anything about this whole world. If you just got Narayana, you kind of go, oh, okay, I got it. It's like an individual. We each exist as an individual, right? But we also exist as one. So this seems like a paradox when you first hear it, but it isn't so. Because just like a cell in the body, all the cells together, they create what we call the body. So you can't say that one cell is the body. No, all the cells together create something that is grander than each cell separate. So that's the phenomenon of the Antaryamin. Antaryamin is your personal connection to the one. So it is your personal divine. Divine is a nice word. Some people don't like that. You don't have to call it that. You can call it supreme intelligence, or why not call it God? God is a nice name, isn't it? It's a nice name, but some people don't like it. But it implies that it's a sacred presence. And that sacred presence is personal. So religion or non-religion, spiritual beliefs or non-beliefs, it's personal. And it's only one requirement, and that is that we each have to have our own experience of it. You cannot explain it. I mean, you can write books about it. You can write books about your own experience. I've written a couple of books like that. There's more to come. Experiences. You can't explain anything. You need to have your experience of course, you can have these kind of explanations. There are many great books and try, but not until you each and everyone have our own experience does it make any sense, because it's a practical day-to-day living. So this weekend marks some kind of change in the workings of the Antaryamin. Many of us here in Europe and Russia, we just went through a 3-day course with my spiritual masters, Sri Yama Sri Bhagwan. They had a course for 3 days going deep into looking into the body and to see what kind of truths that we are each holding in the different, we call it chakras, energy centers in the body. So, see, we need sometimes a place to go where we can look inside. Just like we go in the morning, we look in the mirror, we go, okay, all right, this is what we got to work with, right? That's what it is, right? So you got to just have somewhere where you can see what's happening. And so it is sometimes with these courses. So these 3-day courses marked some kind of change. Bhagwan explained about the Antaryamin. So the Antaryamin is some kind of phenomenon that can also have an upgrade, just like the phone. We have our cell phone, a physical cell phone, and sometimes it just needs to be, it kind of upgrades on its own, doesn't it? It goes like 2.0 or something else. Oh, now something new, So that is also happening, yes, to our Antaryamin. It gets an upgrade like that. So it seems this past weekend, maybe it's like gearing up for the 2020, 2022, I don't know. Some kind of a shift happening in the world right now. It can be felt just in the energy of it, doesn't it? It just feel like things are much easier. The brain is like, oh, I got this. I got it. I gotta listen to the heart. Yeah. So Bhagwan says you're all gonna get like it's like you're drunk. You just so have you ever had like a glass of champagne? No matter what is happening in the world, you're like, it's fine, no problem, problem adios. So it's kind of like that. The brain kind of feels like that without any substance. You just feel like, And it all happens from like the drink of Antaryamin. So Antaryamin is going, you know, it's all about my own experiences here. I thought I had to go out there somewhere to find, but that's like going to the mirror and you see like your hair is all messed up. Something is like, oh, I got to change that. And you go up to the mirror trying to change it there. It's like, I got to change it. I got to change that. Nothing's happening. Now you got to do it here. Okay. Oh. So that's what we got to do with this world. We got to look inside. Now, this Antaryamin, so it's personal for you, personal for me, personal for everyone. Everyone has their own freedom. That's what we call freedom with big letters. Freedom, liberation, like the birds in the sky, right? The flock of birds. Have you ever seen a flock of birds following some kind of head bird saying, hey, you over there, get in line, fly in a proper manner? Don't fly over there, you there, get over there. Nobody's doing that. Why? They have an Antaryamin. They have an Antaryamin that makes this phenomenon of the flock of birds are just like, who knows? It's an intelligence beyond. You can't sit and think about these things. You can just watch it and you can be in awe. And you know what? You can become one with those birds. When you have that kind of an Antaryamin, all you say, I love these birds. I love nature. Look at the ants. All of a sudden, your Antaryamin might gift you an experience and experience those ants, the intelligence of building an anthill, the experience of having these flock of birds, or becoming one with the monkey, or anything could happen when you see another, like the Mayan Indians, the great people that lived like 1,000 years ago or something. And all of a sudden they disappeared. But they said, when they greeted each other, they said, in Lakesh. In Lakesh, meaning, I am another you. That's how they said hello. So how can they hurt another if the other is another part of me? Can you like cut your finger off? Would that be a good idea to say, well, I'm going to fix this. I'm just going to, no, you take care of yourself. The body has its own immune system. Bhagavan said a long time ago, like when I first I started learning from Bhagavan. He said, like 2002, he said, awakening is given through the immune system. That's what he said. And I was like, what? What does that mean? Awakening is given through the immune system. And now, as we are just transitioning through this COVID and other things, which is really helping our immune system, I remember that. I said, what is going on as you get any infection? The immune system, the good guys, the white hat goes out, do, do, do. I come in, I'll take care of the things that don't need to be here. Get it out of the system. If you just let it happen, the body has its own system. So awakening is simply don't resist what is there. Just process it. See it. It's happening. So that's what we need to do sometimes with the chakras, because the chakras can be filled with different contamination that makes us not hear the Antaryamin. The Antaryamin is what is the Antaryamin? Our personal connection to the divine, our own personal one. See, one cannot have the same as another. So this is where we're all at.